In the days of the judges there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes. Ruth chapter 1. And it was in the days when the judges judged that there was a famine in the land, and a certain man of Bethlehem Yehudah went to sojourn in the country of Moab, he and his woman and his 2 sons. And the name of the man was Elimelech, and the name of his woman Noemi, and the name of his 2 sons Mahlon and Chilion, Ephraim of Bethlehem Yehudah. And they came into the country of Moab, and continued there. And Elimelech, Noemi's husband, died, and she was left, and her 2 sons. And they took them women of the women of Moab. The name of the one was Orpah, and the name of the other Ruth. And they dwelt there about 10 years. And Mahlon and Chilion died, both of them. And the woman was left of her 2 children and of her husband. Then she arose with her daughters-in-law, that she might return from the country of Moab, for she had heard in the country of Moab how that Yahweh had visited his people in giving them bread. And she went forth out of the place where she was, and her 2 daughters-in-law with her, and they went on the way to return to the land of Yehudah. And Noemi said to her 2 daughters-in-law, Go, return each of you to her mother's house. Yahweh deal kindly with you, as ye have dealt with the dead, and with me. Yahweh grant you that ye may find rest, each of you in the house of her husband. Then she kissed them, and they lifted up their voice and wept. And they said to her, Nay, but we will return with thee to thy people. And Noemi said, Turn again, my daughters. Why will ye go with me? Have I yet sons in my womb, that they be your husbands? Turn again, my daughters, go your way, for I am too old to have a husband, if I should say I have hope. If I should even have a husband tonight, and should also bear sons, would ye therefore tarry till they were grown? Would ye therefore stay from having husbands? Nay, my daughters, for it grieveth me much for your sakes, for the hand of Yahweh is gone forth against me. And they lifted up their voice, and wept again, and Orpah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clave to her. And she said, Behold, thy sister-in-law is gone back to her people and to her God. Return thou after thy sister-in-law. And Ruth said, Entreat me not to leave thee and to return from following after thee, for whither thou goest I will go, and where thou lodgest I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Where thou diest shall I die, and there shall I be buried. Yahweh do so to me, and more also, if aught but death part thee and me. And when she saw that she was steadfastly minded to go with her, she left off speaking to her. So they went until they came to Bethlehem, and it was when they were come to Bethlehem that all the city was moved about them. And the women said, Is this Noemi? And she said to them, Call me not Noemi, call me Mara, for the Almighty hath dealt very bitterly with me. I went out full, and Yahweh hath brought me home again empty. Why call ye me Noemi, seeing Yahweh hath testified against me, and the Almighty hath afflicted me? So Noemi returned, and Ruth the Moabiyah, her daughter-in-law, with her, who returned out of the country of Moab, and they came to Bethlehem in the beginning of barley harvest. And Noemi had a kinsman of her husband's, a mighty man of efficacy, of the family of Elimelech, and his name was Boaz. And Ruth the Moabiyah said to Noemi, Let me now go to the field, and glean among the ears of grain after him in whose sight I shall find favour. And she said to her, Go, my daughter. And she went, and came and gleaned in the field after the reapers, and her hap was to light on the portion of the field belonging to Boaz, who was of the family of Elimelech.